This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
I've always kind of liked the couple names when it's two celebrities and they usually take their first name of each and mash them together.
Remember when Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore were married? They were Ashme.
Yeah, that one wasn't great.
No.
If it has a nice flow to it, it seems to work.
What about Spoon? Jake Gyllenhaal and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, they did the last names for that one.
Yeah.
Because they could have just went with Reek.
No, his name's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, so he'd be the K part. Oh my God, you're not good at this.
I'm so bad at this.
There's a new celebrity couple. Well, they've been together for a bit, but they're just starting to talk about their name merge. And he's not real happy with what she came up with. So they made the announcement yesterday.
Get to it. Who are they?
About the Oscars.
My gosh.
Priyanka and Nick Jonas. Here it is.
Well, I don't know if we're allowed to say it on TV. The nickname, I mean, I liked like something with, Nick Yanka, if that's they call it a ship name, right?
Yeah.
But she really preferred Prick.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work.
Nah.
So it doesn't sound like they're going to go with Prick.
No.
Wow, that took way too long to get to.
I'm so tired.
Man, I don't know if our age difference has ever been so noticeable when talking about Fred Savage, as there's a reboot to the Wonder Years coming, and Fred introduced the kid that's going to be playing the lead role in it, and you just look confused as I'm talking about the Wonder Years.
You were like, oh, Fred Savage is producing it, or he's directing it, or whatever you said. I said, am I supposed to know who that is? And the look you gave me.
It just hurts,
Yeah,
that show was like a game changer. That's what would be on every day after school when I'd get home. And to you, Fred Savage is Moly Moly Moly
like when
from
I
Austin Powers.
When I got home from school, I watched Arthur.
Yeah.
I know I am.
Even when you were like 16, 17, Arthur was the go-to? That explains a lot, actually.
That's a really good show. Have you watched it recently? DW is the main character. Do you even know who DW is?
No!
Oh, God.
780-784-7107. We're asking you if somebody said something to you lately that you realized your age.
You know what I was watching when I was 16? Maury. Every day.
That also explains a lot.
Okay, so yeah. This text here from Tara says, my student teacher told my class yesterday she was born in the year 2000. I choked on my coffee. I was born in 1987. It is such a strange moment when you go to a doctor's appointment and when the doctor walks in, they're younger than you. That's when I realized I was getting old. I was like, what? You're my doctor?
Right. And is it a little bit awkward? Like,
yes.
The doctors always seem to me, like, in my mind, like a superior.
Yeah.
A wise elder. Yeah.
An elder.
Yeah. So I don't think I've had a doctor younger than me at this point.
It's a wild moment.
Yeah.
When they walk in the room and you are like looking down at them.
Well, he was really
smaller
short
than
too?
you. Yeah. All right. Lindsay wrote in saying we were listening to different frequencies of sound for our hearing and sound unit. And after the first sound, it said people over 50 wouldn't be able to hear it. And my students looked at me and genuinely asked, can you hear that? I'm 35.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So we got a lot of teachers writing in. It is a terrible moment for you. I'm sure if you're teaching elementary and your students don't know who the Spice Girls are.
Yeah.
Hate that for you.
Kids are clueless when it comes to age of adults, though. Like
Right.
I had my daughter guess, like every year there, you'd fill out those little Valentine Day cards or whatever they are. And it's like, and how old do you think your mom is?
Right.
And she just it's
50.
She's guessing every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry said, I have one for you. I have a friend that had never heard of the song Nightmare on My Street by Will Smith.
No.
She wasn't born until 97.
Oh, God.
How do you not
that's
know that
awful.
Will Smith song? Come on.
Dale, you're a little bit confused. This made you feel older because you don't know what to label your relationship?
When you're young and you're dating, you have a boyfriend, okay? Now,
I'm 55 and I'm dating.
So, partner?
Yeah, but I mean, we're just starting dating, Like, isn't partner, like, a lot more serious?
I think you need to give it, like, a sexy nickname, maybe.
Like what?
My little pumpkin boo. Just have some fun with it.
She's in her 50s. She's not going to introduce her...
Man?
Oh, I don't know what to call it. Her man?
Yeah?
Her man friend. Her partner.
Pumpkin boo's great.
Lisa.
Play 107.
If you are obsessed with dogs like me, you're going to love this story. A world first arthritis treatment for dogs is being rolled out. Usually when a dog has arthritis or hip dysplasia, they can only go for their 5-minute walk, maybe not even.
And lots of medication usually.
Well, and the medication can be really bad for their liver. Whereas this is a new biological therapy that involves the synthesis of antibody molecules to eradicate pain that's caused by arthritis. So Scotland's dogs will be the first country to benefit, with 8 different clinics across the country distributing these treatments. And there's one dog in particular, 13-year-old Cocker Spaniel, Chloe, who, like I said, can't go for walks and has suffered for 10 years with hip dysplasia in her hind legs and front elbow. So this medicine is available for her and won't, like I said, cause any liver damage. So we'll see how that goes.
Tell me something good.
My story is about the sky in the evening and overnight this month being crazy.
Why?
So if you get a chance, look up as some things are happening. As the clock hands swipe past midnight on March 20th, there's going to be a vernal equinox in the northern hemisphere. That's like the red planet's going to appear as well. Each night from then on for the end of the month, there's different things that are happening. The super worm moon will glitter on March 28th.
28th.
How'd you know that?
Because I've been keeping track of full moons.
Okay.
Because I want to see how they affect me mentally, physically, emotionally.
Okay, well, let me know so that, like, if I have to be, like, a little bit nicer on certain moons, that I just know going in. It's all about transparency.
We'll test out the worm moon. We'll see what happens.
Anyway, just a cool month for things happening in the sky.
Tell me something good.
We're talking about ridiculous email accounts you had when you were younger, and then like you held on to them a little too long instead of just taking the 3 minutes to make a new one that's appropriate.
Well, one of my girlfriends made me a new Gmail account, and I still use my Hotmail anyway. She's like, Get away from the Hotmail, Lisa. It makes you look like you're immature and you don't have your life together. And I was like, I don't care.
No, it's what your handle is on your email that makes you look immature at times.
Okay, so Adele wrote in saying her friend's email in high school was eatpoo72.
No.
And he even used it on resumes and everything. I guess, back then when you were applying for jobs, those were the email addresses you were giving out.
Make a new account. What I love about a lot of these texts that are rolling in and like looking back at some of my buddies, like I had one buddy whose email address was like Big Lover and it like had 4 R's on it or something at hotmail.com. But like the guy was a virgin.
Right.
A lot of these are like talking a big game for a 12-year-old who made this.
Okay, so Aaron wrote in saying, when I got married, I took my wife's name. My last name became Johnson. I was taller than all of my other in-laws, so my wife's grandma started calling me Big Johnson. I actually used it as my email address, but then when I went to university to become a teacher, I had to give my mentor teacher my email. Can you imagine the embarrassment of saying, that's Big Johnson at hotmail.com? I'd like to become a professor. I'd like to be a teacher here. Thank you.
780-784-7107. You're up.
It was kinky_kiwi14 at hotmail.com.
Are you from New Zealand originally?
No, I'm not. Sherwood Park, the far land of Sherwood Park.
So you just really like kiwis?
Well, it goes really well with kinky.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? You got to find something that rhymes together.
What grade were you in when you made this email address?
Oh, God, like grade 9.
Karen in training, back at it again.
Well, I think it's a caring Karen moment for
That's
in my
what all.
mind.
That's what all Karens say.
Okay. But with this nice weather, majority of the snow is melting, and we're really starting to see all of the dog poop everywhere, including areas where, why didn't you pick that up? You know those moments where you're walking, you're like, really?
Yeah, so like backyards, I get it. I just like in the winter, I let my dog just have at her, and then I clean it up. I mean, around this time of year.
For sure. You're not going to be going out in the middle of winter and cleaning it up.
But if you are in a public place, you have to pick it up, right? Especially with the snow, it's not that hard. Just scoop some snow with it.
Can't you get a ticket for not
I think
having
so, yeah.
for not having dog bags on you?
So you have this place that you take my dog.
Yep. So it's closed in. It's a rink. I'll just say
And
it.
they didn't put ice in it this year.
No, they didn't. And now that the snow is melting, there's so many dog turds everywhere. I'm like, how? How are you not cleaning this up? It's not even that big of a space. You see your dog taking a dump and you're not going to walk for 30 seconds to go grab it and pick it up. It's infuriating.
So you and the other Karens
There's a group of us. We've discussed it.
and have come to realize that it's one man and his dog specifically. He brings them all the time and just lets him turd everywhere.
Yep.
So you want to write a nasty, passive-aggressive note.
Yeah, is that something that people do? Should I put a sign up outside of it saying, pick up after your dog, we're watching you, and have a little bin with doggy bags in it?
That's nice.
Really next level.
Well, it's mean, but it's not, because you're also like giving dog bags. Anyway, you and some of the other community Karens have been observing who this might be, and you think you have it rounded down. It's a single gentleman who takes his one dog in there.
I don't know. I've never seen anyone else in there, but I've been told from other people that that's the case. So
He often wears toques and aviators.
Ryder, is it you?
What?
Don't embarrass me. Is it you?
No,
Okay,
it's not
good.
me.
So if we were to put up a sign, what should it say? This screenshot was sent in from Karen, which is funny. I love that, like, didn't complain that we use the name Karen. It's a screenshot that says, want to start yoga? Start by bending over and picking up your dog crap, known as the downward dog position, then put it in a garbage bin.
That's a good sign.
That's really good. Rachel says, who is the biggest turd? ? This text from Chelsea says that, to be honest, I'm going to be an extra Karen. You're not even supposed to bring your dogs into those rinks usually, so you're all in the wrong. So while he is breaking the rules and his is a lot worse, the Karen-ness is a bit hypocritical. Interesting. I didn't know that.
You just got out, Karen. I would suggest you...
Listen, just clean up your dog crap, and then I think you should be good to go.
So some of the other community ladies that you've been talking with live a lot closer to this rink. Does anybody by chance have like a rooftop that you could perch yourself on with like a paintball gun and just wait for him like not to pick up his dog crap? And
Or we go as a community and clean up all the dog poop. Mm-hmm. That's what we throw.
And then just throw it we'll follow him home and unload it on his doorstep. There we go.
7.
Spring 2021 fashion. What's it going to be like? We did a fake fashion show last week that went over pretty well, but that was us just guessing. Now I have some actual fashionistas.
Well, starting now with things reopening, we're going to need some new outfits, but we can't go out looking outdated. So what's hot?
Well, it's interesting. Some things are making a comeback, like cargo pants that I didn't expect. And I'm not just saying that because I really want them to.
Well, and you were saying that bucket hats are back in. And now that I think about it, I watched Emily in Paris. Mm-hmm. And she was wearing a bucket hat in half of the show.
Well, and a bucket hat and cargos, that's Limp Bizkit. Right?
Totally. Everything comes back into fashion. My mother always said, don't throw out the stuff that you love, because even when it goes out of fashion for a while,
it'll come back.
It'll circle back.
Sweatsuits are very in, matching sweatsuits.
Which I love to see.
Jumpsuits. So that's like a sweatsuit, but they're connected in the middle, right?
Yes, but also the overalls, coveralls, what would you call them? Overalls.
Yeah.
Hilary Duff collabed with a clothing company, and I tried so hard to get her black jumpsuit because it was stretchy, It looked so comfortable. It was literally like sweatpants that you wear over your entire body, and it sold out like that. I didn't get it.
Really?
I didn't get them. No.
Well, I bet the fact that jumpsuits are in make a lot of people in the trades pretty excited that are wearing coveralls already, because that's their cousins.
When they are walking into their workspace, they are on a catwalk. Yeah, they got their Timmies in their hand. Yeah, do this. What else is in fashion? Big clunky boots are in.
Yeah, but as far as footwear goes, something that got popular last year that looks like it might stick around is slides.
Nice.
Which is exciting.
And remember
comfortable.
how much people made fun of Justin Bieber for going out in public wearing those? He did it before any of us. He did it before the pandemic.
True. The revamped tie-dye is in.
Yeah.
So is the midriff floss.
What's that?
Well, I even had to read on it. So it's like shirts that have strings on the bottom that you can tie around like the belly, bare belly region.
Oh, sexy.
Or it can also be like on the pants and you tie up from there, or on a skirt and you tie up. And with that, you can like be tucked in with your shirt apparently, and then tie over top of it.
Sounds restricting. I think I'll pass. I think I'll go for what they're saying is the biggest fashion trend coming, baggy outfits. I'm all for that.
Oversized everything. So that's pretty exciting, especially if anybody was committed to weight loss over the pandemic, because you don't have to go shopping for new clothes. Just wear the stuff that doesn't fit you. So back to the dentist tomorrow for you, right?
It is such an adult moment for me when I'm the one that contacts the dentist to say, it's time, let's go.
But you're like, what, 33, 34 now?
No, excuse you, I'm 31.
Okay. That's what you tell people.
No, I am 31.
Oh, okay. Shouldn't you have been booking your dentist appointments for like 13 years now? Or
no, I'm just saying usually they call me and I answer, but this time I picked up the phone and I called them.
Oh.
Because I've been ghosting them for a while.
I think most people have.
Yeah.
Like, because of COVID, you're a little bit concerned about like, that's pretty close face-to-face interaction.
Exactly.
Plus, any reason to get out of going to the dentist is a good reason, usually, right?
Yeah, so I'm going tomorrow. So, as usual, I started flossing today.
Mm-hmm. And just...
First time all year.
That's what all the blood over there is
honestly,
about.
You know when you go and they ask you, are you flossing? At least I'm not lying. I'll say, yep. I just want to know if everyone else has that bloodbath moment. I think it's normal. Because they really get in there.
See, I like to make my dentist appointments be very quick. So I'll usually eat like a tuna sandwich right before I go in. And they want nothing to do with me, quick, clean, and I'm out of there.
I always find it fascinating when they ask you questions during the appointment. And you're like, yeah. What do you do?
I wonder if that's the case now. Like, or if they want you to just like not be breathing out.
They want you in and out.
Yeah.
They might even be avoiding and ignoring some of your cavities. Who knows? But I have really bad tooth luck. Every single time I go, I have a cavity. Every single time.
Do you feel like there's a bit of a monopoly going on with dentists? Like, I didn't know this growing up. I didn't notice that this happened, but now I am, where they're like, yeah, you're going to need to come back so we can finish up this clean next week. And you're like, whoa, why didn't you just do it now? Like, you have me here laid down. My mouth's open. You probably know how long it takes, but I think they get more money if you return the next week. And because it's not like entirely public funded, I think the private business side of them wants people to return.
Now, I think that we should start merging dentist appointments sometimes with like a doctor's appointment because of how much blood. Can't I just spit that into a little container and that can be my blood sample?
Come on.
Instead of having, I hate needles.
You really need to commit to flossing the rest of the year.
I did it.
Not just today. I mean, like, if you're bleeding that much, it's because there's an issue. No. A little bit different looking St. Patrick's Day tomorrow for many, as I think, what would you say, 50, 60% of the population probably still a little hesitant about going into a busy bar, especially.
Yeah,
maybe even more than that. I have my daughter, and I just want some tips if anybody has done St. Patrick's Day with kids and what they're like really dig. Because every year previously, I've been hosting events or at pubs, right? Like, we've always been busy on St. Patrick's Day.
Just get her some candy. green colored candy.
That's it? Oh, sounds like a real fun day, Lisa.
Well, that's what the kids want.
No,
a
but
9-year-old.
she'll want something else too. I'm thinking like making Irish stew with her.
She'd be bored within 2 minutes.
If she cuts the vegetables and stuff, I don't know. We could have fun with that, couldn't we? No, that sounds pretty boring. You're
So
right.
I'm bored thinking about it.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go with the candy then. If anybody else has an idea for me.
Maybe some artwork you could do. I'm sure there's like millions of YouTube videos. But then you'd get bored.
Exactly. Looking for ways to entertain my daughter tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day, as usually she'd be at her mom's and I'd be at a pub hosting until they took the mic away from me after too many green pints. What do you got for us?
The best thing my mom always did for us was colored food.
So just dye everything, like mashed potatoes, green.
Yeah, there you go.
And you could even do like collard greens, colored green.
What?
Just kidding. What? Well, collard greens is a type of vegetable. And if you colored them green, they'd be collard greens, colored green. I mean, everyone else got the joke.
Okay, Kelsey said you could always bake green cookies, make her a special green drink, wings with green ranch dip.
Ooh, that's fun.
That is really fun.
I like that. Teach her a thing or two about the pub life that way, too.
Okay, Tessa is mom goals. She just wrote in with a screenshot, like a picture of something that she did with her 8-year-old. They're waiting for a leprechaun, and they created a leprechaun garden that's completed with a little Barbie trampoline. So it looks like it's something you could just put on the countertop in your home. It's got a little wooden chair. It's got a bunch of gold coins, a bunch of succulents that look like they're from the dollar store.
And they're waiting for the leprechaun there?
Yeah, and then that's where the leprechaun will go and gather its gold coins. That is so cute.
Yeah, that's super
I love
fun.
that idea.
What if I just got her a snake? Because snakes are closely associated with St. Patrick's Day.
You're going to give your daughter a snake on St. Patrick's Day. That makes no sense. It will traumatize her.
Man, I'm done with Facebook.
You're done? You're deleting it?
No, I just mean like I'm done putting any effort into it. They've figured out, Facebook for some reason, how to absolutely bury anything from content creators.
Unless you pay to get it sponsored on people's timelines.
But if you steal a meme that has the Minions on it reading something stupid from a joke I heard 7 years ago, you'll get 300 likes.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Well, like what?
It's so true. I don't understand it, man. I don't know.
So we posted a video of you getting absolutely rocked by the sun this morning that was coming through 2 windows and just blasting you right in the face.
Yeah, I couldn't see or concentrate on the show for a good half hour, and it shows my peach fuzz.
It's really endearing, I think, funny video. And 1 like, because Facebook just...
It has 1 like on Play 107's Facebook page. That is garbage. For how many followers we have on that page, it's not showing up for anyone.
Should I do a test?
Yeah.
And put a Minions...
I would love to see the difference. Put a lame Minions meme on Play 107's Facebook page. We will compare the likes and the reach, because they don't want our original content.
So over to Instagram, where they actually let your followers see your stuff. I like that. And TikTok, same deal.
So
They're all
funny.
about their content creators. Facebook's just about taking that money now.
Yeah, I just love when you get fired up over this kind of stuff. You'll post something and check in on it, and you're like, 2 likes!
I would fist fight Mark Zuckerberg if he walked by right now.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.